Mortgage rates are finally falling, but before you call up your agent and you're like, Joel, I want to buy or sell something out in Oklahoma County, there's a pretty big catch to consider. So the US government shut down and parts of the housing market are literally frozen. We've got buyers sitting in limbo, rural towns locked out of loans, and utility bills are going up like crypto back in 2021. So it's quite the time, and I want to make sure you're up to date with everything happening behind the headlines. First off, mortgage rates are trending. They're in fact trending down. Freddie Mac says that this is its fourth straight week of declines, the longest winning streak for borrowers in a year. Refinance applications are up 111% from the same week last year as people are rushing in to lock in the dip fast. But this is where that problem arises. A bunch of those applications being submitted are running into nobody, literally nobody. And this is back related to the federal government shutdown. It's impacting certain agencies like the USDA, which has stopped issuing new mortgages. You can technically apply still, but there's just nobody there to process the paperwork. And this couldn't come at more of a better time. The housing market's already slow. Buyers are on the sideline nervous about buying anything. Sellers are locked into lower mortgage rates, and job data is MIA, so the Fed's pretty uncertain about what they want to do. It's an interesting time. And now the few people that are house hunting right now, they're stuck because their loans are tied to these agencies that are paused or closed right now. So if you're buying in a rural area or anywhere that needs flood insurance, best of luck to you, because both the USDA and the National Flood Insurance Program froze new approvals back on August 1st. We're on November 3rd, it's almost November 4th. So it's been quite the while and no signs of any changes coming soon. And that means no new USDA mortgages, no new flood insurance renewals, nothing for you. So you've got homes under contract, buyers are approved, and nobody can close. The USDA loans make up a small part of the mortgage market though, so only about 1.6% of all originations this year. But in rural states, I'm in Oklahoma, that number jumps. Think like Louisiana, 10% of mortgages are USDA backed. Mississippi, West Virginia, those aren't too far behind. So in just 1 week ending October 24th, 2025, USDA mortgage applications fell 26%. Everyone else is up, but it's not a huge share nationally. But for first-time home buyers, lower income families in smaller towns, this program might be their only shot at buying and affording a home. So this is where it gets wild. The last time this happened, back in 2019 shutdown, we pretty much seen the same thing played out exactly the same. And as soon as the US government reopened, loans started moving, they started moving fast. So right now, lenders are queuing up borrowers, just stacking up the files, ready to hit go when the lights come back on in DC. But speaking of the lights, power bills are going off the rails. They're shooting up. It's like a meme stock. So this is while everyone's focused on mortgage rates, power bills are quietly becoming the next inflation headline. Retail electricity prices in New Jersey shot up 19% from last year. Nationwide, power prices are up about 6%. And it's not just from your AC or your radio or your phones and all that YouTube you're watching on Joel's YouTube channel. The real problem here are data centers, those things tied to powering AI and cloud services and all that fancy tech money stuff that they're doing, sucking up so much energy that the grid can barely keep up. It's a problem. So old plants are shutting down, new ones aren't being built fast enough. It's like the same story with everything. They say houses aren't being built fast enough. It's common supply and demand. And right now, it's expensive. And guess who's paying for all of this? You and I. The National Energy Assistance Directors Association says that around 4 million households could get their power shut off this year because they can't pay their electricity bill. That's up 3.5 million last year and 3 million the year before that. This hits lower income families pretty much the hardest. Like, they're already struggling, low income, and now like you're raising the power bill on them. And with winter coming in, anyone using electric heat could be in for a nasty surprise, everybody. So maybe light a candle. It's like the economy's playing tug of war as these rates are falling, which should help buyers, but then you get hit with higher utilities, higher food prices, higher insurance premiums, tariffs still driving up costs for everything else. So yeah, lower mortgage rates sound great in theory, but the market's still got a chill to it. It's the government's blocking deals, utility bills are climbing, and the buyers are stretched so thin that even before they get to the closing table, they're already faced a ton of problems. And this is the kind of economic irony that we're living in right now. Money's getting cheaper, but life's getting more expensive at the same time. If the government reopens soon, housing demand could surge quick, but until then, rural America's stuck in this neutral. And your next electricity bill might be the thing that shocks you the most. Doo-doom. So that's where we're at. Falling rates, frozen loans, and rising power costs. They're all ingredients for a market that looks stable on paper, but feels weird in real life.